Hello. I'm in my hotel room. It's the day after the concert. It's about 4:30 California time. And I'm so tired. I just think everything from the last couple of days just kind of hit me, and today I've just been sluggish. So, I tried so hard for the lights in here, but I don't know what's what here. And you can see all my crap there. I had limited options when I first got here, because normally I like my, alkaline water, and it would have been nice to have a salad or two, but when you get here, everything's so late, and there's just, I thought there'd be more options, but I did the best I could. I was trying to eat ramen in my room, but do you know that they don't have coffee machines in hotels, like regular coffee pots? They're all like these Keurig things where you just put the little pot in it. So my, brilliant idea of just getting some hot water in a pot and throwing my ramen in there. Cheap and delicious. Didn't work out. But I made do. I didn't really eat the first day. And then I had kind of a hard, or maybe a panic attack again, I don't know. I think just all the emotions, all the tension of everything kind of hit me, and I had a little bit of a weepy couple of hours, and took a shower, cried in the shower, and I'm awesome. And then got dressed and talked to my family, and they were all pretty supportive, which was nice. I mean, we always support each other. I mean, we love each other and we want each other to do well, but mostly when we first have ideas, a lot of the time it's like, why are you doing this? This is stupid, and you're crazy, and I don't get it, and this is just madness. And then after you do it, they're like, oh, you can do it, and just hang there. It's really like psychotic, or just, schizophrenic. We can't really pick a personality in our family. Supportive and terrified seems to be our extremes, but they're my family and I love them. They're my tribe. Yeah, so I had a few words with a couple of them, and gave myself a little pep talk and took a walk, which usually is the best thing for me. I love walking in nature, not on a stupid treadmill. I like touching trees and breathing fresh air, which is hard when you're, wearing a mask in every building. So it's nice to get outside where you have a little space and you can actually breathe the air instead of your own carbon dioxide. It's going to be an issue long term. Oh, I'm funny. I make myself giggle, and that's all that really matters, isn't it? So I walked to the closest place that I felt was, wouldn't be too dangerous or far out of the safe circle, and that had something that I could eat. Again, not great. It was a hamburger, but cheeseburger. And I really didn't eat all of it. But that wasn't really the point so much. Eating is just having a destination, getting something, and, having purpose. Again, purpose. So important. Never underestimate the value of having a purpose. So I got that, and I came back and felt a little courage about going to the concert yesterday, and a little less fearful. And then things were drawing closer, and a couple little hiccups here and there, nothing big. Like I couldn't log into this stupid app for something, and panicked a little bit. And there was supposed to be charging on the bus, but there wasn't. So I was worried about my phone dying. Because you need that for everything. You need that to get the ticket to get in, to if you needed like certain things about proof for your vaccinations, and to find your bus afterwards, and just to have communication with the universe for help. So and my phone sucks right now. I need a new one. No offense, phone. You've been very good. I appreciate your service, but it's time for you to retire and for me to get something new. But again, I just spent a fortune on this crazy trip, and somehow it should come from me that I'm not the only one. I mean, obviously, a BTS concert is like there's 40 billion people that are fans of this group, so I shouldn't say that. I mean, I'm part of the army too, but I'm a newbie. Okay, I don't know all the rules. I don't know every single detail about everything, and favorite restaurants, and whose doll is whose, and who needs what sticker, and they were handing out cards, and like, I don't know, you're collecting these things. I don't know what to do with them. I just like the music. Not really. I mean, I do like the music, but I just get a good vibe off them, and I like their message, even though, maybe the real people aren't really the real people because they have to have personas, and you can't believe everything because a lot of the life is scripted. But I like the idea of the illusion of it, even if it's an illusion. I appreciate sending out that kind of a message, so it doesn't hurt that they're hotties too. And they're all unique. That's like, obviously they're sexy, and, as a human being, you're going to just respond to that. There's not much you can do to the actual response, or for the actual response, because that's just automatic when you're attracted to somebody. But I mean, you can control that because a lot of that's just basic human desire and ego and all that kind of stuff, so you can just keep that in check. But what really keeps me on the hook for people over my life, I found, is people that are a little weird, like so unique that there's just I'm drawn to oddballs. So I definitely have my favorite in that group. But there's I have a fondness for all of them. They all are very unique, and I find it interesting that many people could. I like when things blend together and they somehow make a beautiful tapestry like that. It doesn't always happen. It rarely happens, and I think when a group gets this big, it's kind of a shame because then it just kind of becomes like its own entity, and you can't really appreciate it, how special and unique it is. Plus, it's just like fame on any level for people. Not just this group, but this group is probably most famous in the world right now. Anybody who gets to that level of fame, I kind of feel a little sorry for, because you try so hard to do so well in something, whether it's acting or singing or art or writing or anything, even on a lower level of existence, where you just want someone to look at you and go, wow, that was awesome, and to get that validation, which you're not supposed to really search for outside of yourself, but we do. But you try so hard to do so well and to have people respond. And then when they do, and it becomes like such an immense snowball of recognition, I mean, you can't, now all of a sudden you don't even realize it, but you're like in this cage, or, this glass. there's a there's a separation between you and the world now, forever. And the amount of people that you can actually interact with is reduced to like this. And like normal people, you interact with more, a different level of people, I guess, maybe. Well, I don't know. I don't really know, honestly. I'm not one of them, so I couldn't really tell you. But I do always just feel a little sorry. Because I just think it would be so interesting to be able to have a conversation with them. Or anybody that you, like, find interesting or unique like that. Like, trying to think who's... I would love to sit down and have a conversation with Einstein. I would have loved to have, like, picked his brain apart. Well, not really, I would just sit there and let him talk. If he wanted to talk, I'd just like to hear him talk. I'd probably talk too, because I'm a Gemini and I can't stop talking, apparently. God, there's just so many people. Right now I can't think of anything. Again, my brain is not functioning properly right now. But, anyway, so, I mean, the sympathy only goes so far, because there are like a lot of perks to finally getting recognition. Just number one is you're doing the thing that you love, and you get to do more of it, and people want you to do more of it, and you get more power to do what you want to do, I would hope. Again, I don't know them and what they're being from Korea, I don't know what that system, I know it's different than how people who are in, music contracts here. I don't believe it's the same at all. I think there's a lot different with how things are run with the entertainment industry. Again, I don't know specifics. A lot of this is just my semi-Sherlock brain deducing things. So I know not what I speak. I know not of what I speak as far as, like, reality goes. But this isn't a reality show, okay? This is the Dolly Diaries. Just some loser lady talking about her life. Hoping that maybe someone who just wants to hear somebody else talk about their life and their hopes and dreams and tragedies and the crushing of those hopes and dreams and how she reacts to them, mostly. Mwah. But, sometimes it helps to just listen to somebody else go on about their life, and it either makes you feel better about yours or gives you the strength to, hopefully, gives you some strength to keep trying. I guess that's my basic goal in all this, is just to, like, help me find my way by helping someone else find their way, because I can't seem to do it for myself for the life of me. I don't seem to care enough about myself on most days, or value myself enough to try just for the sake of trying, because I feel like a valuable human being. So maybe I'm going to trick myself into helping myself by helping other people. See? I say that as a funny, because I'm smart, but I'm stupid in so many ways. It's an interesting conundrum. I like that word, conundrum. I also like rubbish. I like to say rubbish. And again, I'm trying to learn different languages, so um, there's a German, no, Russian. I'm sorry, the Russian. I don't know why I do that. That's why I'm not getting so far in the language. But scurry, I like that. Scurry, 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 scurry. Like hurry, hurry, hurry. I like the word scurry. And anyway, so let's see. How long is this thing? Because this thing. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so I have tomorrow, and then I leave Sunday. Tomorrow I wanted to try and go to the beach. We'll see if I actually get there. I just wanted to go to a pier, somewhere I could afford to take like a Uber or something, and just sit on a pier and scribble in my little notebook some more of my brilliant, amazing poetry, lyrics, whatever. I'm awesome. The stuff I write. So I just want to see the ocean before I go, so I can understand that feeling of no matter who you are and what your problems are, you can't hold those in check when you're looking at the ocean, because it's such a major force of nature and so enormous that suddenly you realize just how small you are. And like, keep yourself in check. It's not all about you, And by you, I mean me. I'm talking to myself in this moment while I'm looking at this ocean. Are you with me here? When I'm like, okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna go look at the ocean and give myself a slap in the face and try and get back to reality. But I did end up having fun last night. It was scary, and I didn't really talk to anybody on the bus. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but I was able to eavesdrop on some people. They were having some interesting conversations. It's amazing, what you can learn when you just keep your mouth shut and open these things on the side of your head. Yeah, I have 2 ears. 1, 2. No earrings. I got them pierced. I was allowed to get them. I couldn't get them pierced until I was 12. That was a rule. There was a rule. And we couldn't get them until we were 12. And I think it was just peer pressure because all the other girls in my class were getting them. And I thought, well, I want to get earrings. I want to be a girl. Not realizing just how little of a girl gene I have. By the way, this is an amazing bed. It's a king size. These pillows are super plushy. The sheets are beautiful and clean, which is not always the case in my house, in my room, my tiny little bed. And I can't get a good night's sleep for the life of me. I think it's the pillow, specifically. They're too good. It's really hurting my neck. And I've had a headache, so... But that's besides the point. Anyway. What was I talking about? Earrings. Yeah, so all excited, got my earrings. And then just hated it. I mean, not hated it, but like, they just didn't fit me. And I think that's when it was starting to really sink in that I'm not like the other girls. Rats. Like stuff like, I couldn't figure out makeup. obviously. I can do the basics now at my age. I know how to put on some eyeliner. I can use that curly thing on my eyelashes, but I rarely put mascara on. Because on top of everything else, my face is like, you know, a huge wussy and like a big baby. And I do anything and it's like, no. I get like some sort of a, like, it's not even a rash. It's like if I do, sometimes I'll do stuff here and then like the next day all of this just blows up. It looks like somebody punched me in the face. I don't want people calling, social services or anything. I didn't get punched in the face. I just tried to put on fucking eyeliner. Eyeliner. Sorry about that. Bad girl. So it's like even my body rejects me trying to be a girl. But I am a girl. There's girl things I like. I want to be pretty. I want to know how to dress pretty. I want a boy to like me. But they don't. It's probably because I can't do makeup. Or dress myself properly. I don't have the cool clothes. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why they don't like me. Clearly I'm like mentally stable and fun. I think I'm an actually really good girlfriend. Maybe too good. I tend to be like supportive and loving and maybe too much so. But that's a whole other episode. I'm not going to get into that. That's not about this. We're just talking about the concert. So, yes, I went. And the bus had to park like a mile away. But hey, I got in like my steps for the whole week. Yeah. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to exercise on this trip. Or like at least, stay fit. And I have been drinking my water. There is a Coke behind me, but that was because that was the only thing when I first got here. And look, it's barely drank out of it. I only had a few sips. I'm very impressed with myself. I'm not getting back on soda. I find I don't like it as much. I miss my water. But I'm sad about the, winter because although I love the snow, I miss my walks. And it's harder as it gets colder to be outside. And it's not good to walk too much in the really, really cold weather. And I don't want to walk on a treadmill. So, anyway, these are my problems. But that's what the whole point of this is, me to tell you my problems so you'll feel better about your life. Right? You feel better? Because I'm a loser? Is this helping you? That's my goal. I don't know. So walked. Took me forever to find how to get into the stupid YouTube theater. And but talked to a few people. A really nice woman sat next to me and asked me some questions, and I asked her some questions, and since this was my first like BTS experience, because I was a BTS virgin, concert-wise. And technically I still am a virgin, because I have not been in a theater where they are. I've been in a theater next to where they are. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I don't ever want to be a bride. I never wanted to be a bride. I don't need that. I just want a partner. Not someone who completes me. I don't need anybody to complete me. I need someone to help me complete myself. And I'll help you complete yourself. And then we can just, do fun stuff together while we're figuring that out. I've got no takers. And that's okay. Or it was for a really long time. No, not so much. I don't know what happened. I was doing so well. And now all of a sudden, like, there's this need that's, wants me to find somebody. Like, it's like I can just go to the store and go find somebody to like me. That I like, because, I want to like somebody too. And apparently you have to be a little weird, a little strange. Not like, creepy perverted strange. Yeah, no, not creepy perverted strange. But like, someone kind of that other people look at and go like, what is wrong with him? um, that's the guy I beeline for. I walk over, hi, I'm Kara. Nice to meet you. Let's talk. Anyway. If the universe wants me to have it, I'll have it. But I have to participate in the process too, and I'm kind of a slacker. So. Yeah. So the concert was actually really fun in the YouTube theater. It was nice because it wasn't like overwhelmingly crowded, and it was nice because they were like they had stuff on the obviously from YouTube. They were playing BTS videos because we were there. You had to be there early enough to like get through all the lines and everything. So then you have like good hour and a half before the show's going to start, and you're like, Jesus, now what am I going to do? Because you had to come in with this either a huge plastic bag full of everybody seeing your goodies, or a tiny little clutch, which is what I had for like my phone, and I brought some paper so I could like write, but I couldn't use my phone because I was worried about the power, and so it was nice to have that to watch and see some of that stuff. But it got a little annoying when you're watching endorsement commercials over and over and over, and like repeating like one right after the other, like the same one twice in a row. I mean, like mix it up a little. And as much as I love their message, and I'm very supportive of them, so I have a card. I'm part of the army. I have proof. It's in my bag. I'll go get it. But like I said, I'm a newbie, and I'm still learning the rules. So no haters, and honestly, I think I am a member of the army, but I think I'm more like I would be put on like KP duty, making some food for the troops, or maybe I'd be a medic where like I get, oh, medic, I need like someone's bleeding out. Okay, I'll come help you. I think that's kind of my role in this army. I'm not a frontline kind of army. I'm love and light, and I'm I do love them and I do support them, but I'm definitely not frontline. And yeah, I don't have the stomach for that. But yeah, so like I love their message, and I really think anybody who's obviously there's, well, I'm not going to get into it, but they need money for like everybody else. When concerts are expensive, like when you go on tour, when you do, I mean, even if it's just these few shows, you need money to pay for everything. And so you get sponsors like that they show the commercials for over and over and over again, cars, and now they have a lip mask, and but McDonald's, really, it's just so bad for you. And I just think if people are actually really trying to be healthy and living healthy, that they should support that. But I understand the money is hard to say no to. I don't want to see like 400 commercials about it. Like, I already gave you the money for the ticket. Like, I'm not the one, you know, that you need to, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it was just hard to watch those over and over again. But there was some fun stuff in between, and the concert was fun. Because even in the YouTube theater, though, like, I thought we were just going to be watching on the screen, but it's actually pretty interactive. It was like the seats kind of vibrated, or it was so loud that it vibrated, and they had smoke machines and lights that were synchronized to what was happening on the stage, and like when stuff popped out on the stage, like the confetti, it popped out onto us, although it kind of went to the middle people and was on the side. And then uh, some of the sparkly things. It's not a firework really, like sparkles. There were sparkles, so that was nice. YouTube sparkles, synchronized sparkles. I like the synchronized sparkling. So, so it was actually really nice. And I think, you know, because you, and this happened too. Like Harry Styles, like I had those tickets to his concert, and then the pandemic, and that got canceled, and then it got rescheduled, but then we couldn't go. Um, but you know, that one I had to like really work to get those tickets, because you have to like you had to sign up to be like I can't remember at this point, like a fan club thing or something, and then you can you get in line to buy the tickets online before anybody else does. So then you kind of like, it's a, you know, hurry up and get some good seats. And I got some pretty decent seats, and it wasn't like $1 billion. But I don't know what happened with this. I thought like everything was kind of different now, where as far as scalping online went, like people selling things like through Ticketmaster, I just didn't think it was going to be that outrageous. That, I mean, there were tickets like $10,000, $20,000. Who? How is this okay? I mean, sure, everybody wants to make a buck, and these guys are really popular, but like, how is that okay? Shouldn't there be a limit, like, on how much people can charge on Ticketmaster? I don't know. It just doesn't seem right that, you know, true fans get kind of shoved up into the rafters, and, you know, Richie Rich, and not to get against, you know, people who have money. If you have money, good for you. It's just, you know, probably 90% of the fan base doesn't have that. Um, so I just wish it was more of an even playing field, and I thought things were better like that. So, you know, I couldn't get any ticket inside the actual stadium unless I was in the rafters. And at that point, like, how are you enjoying the show from there? I mean, you might as well be in the YouTube theater for like $60 was the tickets or something. And you're sitting comfortably. There's, you know, you have some room around you. It's interactive. You get the sparkles. You get the synchronized sparkling. Why wouldn't you choose that? Anyway. But again, that's, you know, when people get that famous, it's like, it gets harder and harder to get closer to them, you know, or see them. Get anywhere near them except from between a glass on your tablet or, you know, TV or whatever. There's always a barrier. So they get farther and farther away, and, you know. These are deep thoughts tonight. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. So how are you? How are you doing? Are you having a good time? It's December now, and oh shit. I'm so off. I didn't mean to swear again. I apologize. Usually I say fudgicles. And in California, I guess I curse. I'm a swearer. Why isn't my watch turning on? Oh. The eclipse already happened? There's an eclipse. Is it today or tomorrow? Maybe that's another reason I'm like... There's a important eclipse that's happening. That's, I won't get into that now because I'm not in the right mind to do that. But there's a couple other big things happening this month, and then it's 2022. And I'm hopeful for that year. Although I try to be hopeful for every year. And I guess just surviving I should be grateful for, and I am. But I really just have such high hopes for things. And I'm still at that point where I'm trying to decide, is the message from the universe to... Is the universe trying to tell me to stop being so hopeful and expecting so much? And be more realistic in what I'm looking for? Or am I supposed to just try harder for that? Be braver. And never give up on that. Honestly, every day it's like a flip of a coin. I would like a more definitive answer from the universe. Like, something in writing. There has to be a manual for this shit. Oh, I did it again! I don't know why I don't swear this much. Sorry. Yeah, so it was nice, and the concert was nice, and like I said, I met that woman next to me, and that was nice. And not a lot of people, I figured everybody was going to be up dancing the whole time, and my left knee, I can't really, I don't know what's happening, but it keeps popping. So I was worried about if I had to stand the whole time, it might be a problem. But I was really surprised. I wanted to get up, but I didn't. There were times I wanted to stand up, but I was worried about people behind me, and not everybody was standing up. I would look behind me, nobody was standing up, so I thought, all right, I'll stay in my seat, and I'll just chair dance. And I chair danced. It's more elaborate than that. I'm not going to get into it now. Okay, because I won't bore you with my chair dancing technique. But, and then, towards the end when it got really, and Chris from Coldplay came for my universe. I was kind of hoping. I thought maybe. And so that was nice to see him there and hear him do that song with them. That was nice. So I definitely got up to dance for that part. And it was fun. Everybody had their little light sticky things. I didn't have one of those. Bomb. Army bomb. That's what they're called. I'm learning. But, yeah. So I didn't get that. Because it was a lot of money. They sell a lot of merchandise. And get a lot of money for that stuff. But again, you think these people are cajillionaires and they charge so much for everything, and they have these big sponsors, they get paid a lot of money, and they have stock, and lots of this stuff that people yammer on about. But the more you have, the more you have to spend, and the more you have to save for when this is over or when it slows down. And I'm guessing that again, this is just my thoughts, not reality. It's just what I'm deducing, is that I'm guessing when you make that much money, that people in your life and people that you're close to and people that maybe you just met once that ask you for money or you just want, I mean, like my family, if I made that kind of money, I'd want to support all of them, so they never need anything. But, you know, I have a lot of family. So I'm guessing, you know, that there's not enough money in the world to cover that and to make me feel like, oh, I'm good. Everybody I love is taken care of and I've got enough for 12 lifetimes. It's never enough. But, you know, so I won't, you know, complain too much about them capitalizing on their popularity. Go for it. People want to buy it, you're selling it. It works out. Like I said, I like their message, so I think having that large of an audience and what part of the message is about loving yourself and, you know, being all inclusive as far as gender, sexuality, race, religion, age. It's a good message to support, so I'm all for it. So whenever I can help, I help. But I can't afford their merchandise, so I just use my words to support them. And I bought a ticket to come out here to see them. I was hoping to see my uncle too, but that didn't work out. So, yeah. So I'm hoping to go to the beach tomorrow. And then I have to check out of here and kind of be at the airport for like 6 hours. But at least in LAX there's more options than the Buffalo airport, which is like one shop and 2 restaurants. So I can kind of keep myself busy, I think. And then I'll be home. And then I have to go right back to work and earn my dollars because Christmas is coming and I have gifts to buy now and I just spent all this money on this stuff and I have to pay people back for stuff that was loaned to me. I don't know how I'm going to do any of it. I'm just going to take it one day at a time. So I'm going to stop talking now. So I think I'm so tired that I could just keep going for hours and say nothing. But I hope you're doing okay. And I did want to do a video today because it was A, after the concert, and B, did you see how slow that was? This is how slow I'm like 1, A. A was the day after the concert, and I wanted to tell you how it went. And B, the eclipse, I wanted to talk about that, but it's either over or my brain is just too fried to get into it, so I guess we'll not discuss much of the astrological stuff today, but I hope you're well. I hope you're not too stressed. I know the holiday seasons can make people stressed. Just breathe. You're going to be okay. You're not this loser, so you got that going for you. And just remain hopeful. Remain vulnerable so that you can be open to love and good experiences. And I love you. Again, if that means anything. Yeah, so I might not do another video. I don't think I'm going to do another video until I get home. Or, you know, after I get home. So when I'm back on New York time. So I love you. Stay hopeful. And I'll talk to you soon.